so anyway, I was walking to the... What?!
Our counteroffensive has changed the course of the war. However, the western part of the continent and the area around the space elevator still remain under Erusian control. As you all know, this is because they have those damn arsenal birds controlling the skies around the lighthouse. So, we're going to use Stonehenge for a long-range attack against the arsenal bird. In addition to helping to destroy the asteroid, Stonehenge was also utilized by the Erusian forces as a weapon in the Continental War. However, the majority of the artillery is out of action after an air raid by the Independent State Allied forces. When that happened, the main base was being repaired from the damage caused by the asteroid, so it managed to escape the bombardment. The Osean Army continued the repairs in secret and managed to reactivate its base systems. Once preparations are complete, it will be able to fire again. However, the officer in charge has yet to confirm whether it can be fired more than once. In other words, it is looking like we may have only one chance to be able to bring down one of those invulnerable arsenal birds. We're going all in on this one plan. The Erusian forces have detected our movements and are marching on Stonehenge. The arsenal bird is closing in, but if our operation goes as planned, we should be able to shoot it down before it reaches the operation area. We've set up strongpoints we call menhirs around Stonehenge. Provide them with air support, while keeping air superiority. Our mission is to protect Stonehenge until it can shoot down that monster bird. If we can shoot down even just one arsenal bird, it will significantly reduce the scale of the enemy's air defense network. Stonehenge is our only way of bringing down an arsenal bird. Missing is a luxury we cannot afford.
So, who would have thought after all this time, we're right back here again?
So, over the years, you and I have discussed the act of repetition and how it hammers home a... No, I can't get the emphasis right. What does it do? You'll have to remind me.
Nah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't know either. What are we doing today? We gotta blow up that arsenal bird. And you know what the best way to do that will be with?
With a big fuck-off railgun?
A big fuck-off railgun that we already know how to operate.
Yeah,
We are already
yes.
trained in this thing's operation.
Yeah, God, that's the weirdest head trip, just seeing Stonehenge, Ally, and it's in blue.
On the bright side, there are less protagonists to kill this time.
Yeah, well, that's the good part about this. There are, no named characters who are going to be showing up here except the ones on our side, so...
Yeah, those are the only ones who could die in this mission.
Yeah, you never know.
But, well, actually, so, there's this thing that happens very frequently when you have me on for these videos.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Stonehenge is gonna die in this video, that's what I mean. Oh, I like the good old days!
Yep.
Get
so
this
I figured,
yeah!
Yeah, cause we're going back to Stonehenge. Let's take the Rafale out again for old time's sake.
Fuck yeah! I remember. Oh, it's like it was just yesterday. What explosive are you going to be taking with you on this vacation?
I mean, it's mainly an air-to-ground mission, so, yeah, probably, the big giant day-ruining one.
I don't know if you'll need it. Seems like it's gonna be a pretty cloudy day, so the enemy might not show up. You know, a little windy. Do you have to adjust for windage with a railgun?
Actually, well, you'll see that in the video. I don't want to spoil anything.
What do you mean? What? Okay. What? Okay. I didn't expect there to be an actual answer to that. I was making a joke. I was gonna follow that up by saying, like, haha, maybe it has to curve around the curvature of the Earth. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, no one expects it when Ace Combat whips out actual science on you.
You're so right. Because it feels like okay. It feels like these games take place in a world that has werewolves and centaurs. This game feels like it takes place in a fucking fantasy world. You look down and there's the fucking Eye of Sauron. This doesn't feel like it takes place in a real world where real human beings live. It's strange, but the real part really does sucker punch you.
God, yeah, like, it feels like it's the world from, like, Pixar's Cars or something, where it's just, like, the only thing that exists are planes, and the world bends around it, and just, it's like, don't worry about it.
You cut all the cutscenes out of these commentary videos, so that is how it's been for me all this time. I don't see the cutscenes with them outside the planes. I didn't get to see JPEG Dog.
I mean, you saw JPEG Dog when I was, like...
I briefly
like,
saw
showing
JPEG
the game
Dog.
off to you, yeah.
And I was happy to see JPEG Dog. JPEG Dog is my co-pilot. Man, they even got a fancy CG FMV for this one, too. They're busting out all the chops.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing, like, the in-game engine has progressed to the point where, like, yeah, it can do all of these, like, really cool cutscenes now.
That's not an FMV. For once in their damn lives.
Yeah,
Fucking hell! They really have stepped up their game. Hell yeah! Good for you, Ace Combat.
As long as you can provide me that, my program will bring down the Arsenal bird.
So, I appreciate the fact that, like, again, everything about this mission is, like, the diametric inverse of Stonehenge Offensive, where, like, yeah, sure, you're defending Stonehenge too, but also, like, the soundtrack has been, like, inverted as well. Like, I'll talk about that in a minute, but also just the composition of the mission too, where, like, you start the mission on the opposite end of Stonehenge from where you start it on Stonehenge Offensive.
So what you mean is the enemy is going to shoot us down and we're gonna die at the end of this.
Basically.
Awesome. What squadron number are we by chance?
Strider 1 at this point.
Oh, we got like 11 or 12 to go. We're fine.
I mean, you joke, but yeah, there's like 50 people in the LRSSG at this point of the game, so...
Oh, we're good then. It's like that 1 versus 100. They're gonna drop like flies.
It's like, yeah, like, Fencer, yeah, no, you can probably, you know, take a vacation for this one, I don't know.
Oh my god, I always forget how beautiful this one is. Like, seeing footage of this one has really made me want to play these games finally, even more than any others. I think I've mentioned that in every video for Ace Combat 7 that I've seen, but god damn it, I don't care. It's incredible what they managed to do with ground that is essentially flat down there. It's got so much depth, and we're not even on it, we're above it.
Yeah, basically, well, like Stonehenge is the main attraction of the mission, definitely, but, yeah, like, it is largely just like a desert setting, but,
they managed to keep it looking interesting. And also, the fact that it's just like a big brownish green-ass desert, it makes the tuggets easy to see on the ground. It's almost got, well, it almost has like a gameplay purpose, where they're like little ants down there. They're like making little ant trails towards our Stonehenge.
Yeah, basically.
There's just no end in sight.
It's like, yeah, the whole point of this mission is, like, it's a gigantic mad scramble, which, like, I'm gonna, like, bring up, like, the soundtrack here, but, like, the songs for this mission were done by, Tetsukazu, yeah, God, I'm gonna mangle the name, I apologize.
Hey, that's okay, there's
yeah.
Everyone in the world would.
Yeah, Tetsukazu Nakanishi, who is, like, yeah, he's been the composer for, like, a whole fuck ton of these games, like, alongside Keiki Kobayashi, but he was the dude who did Stonehenge, like, the Stonehenge themes for Ace Combat 04.
Ha! Hey, that's
So, like,
fun.
Yeah, so, like, he, like, in the booklet that comes with the Ace Combat 7 soundtrack, like, I read the translation of it, like, a couple days ago, like, specifically for this mission, and he talks about, like, so yeah, no, I did the Stonehenge the Stonehenge themes for Ace Combat 04, so, like, when they told me like, Stonehenge was coming back for Ace Combat 7, I got super excited, and then when I found out Stonehenge was gonna be on the side of the player, like, I just lost my mind.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, damn it!
Damn, I was about to spoil a cool moment in another video game that's tangentially related to that kind of thing, that reversal of fate. I won't do it though. I won't spoil it, but it's a game I've streamed, so you know, it's.
But yeah, he talked about like the process of like, okay, like how do you score like the effectively like the heroic version of Stonehenge's theme, because he said like when he was doing the theme, like the themes of it for Ace Combat 04, like the main thought was to try and like really sell the terror of Stonehenge. And, basically put the player into a state of panic by just having it be like this big, bombastic, monstrous theme, and then coming back to it for Ace Combat 7 was just, okay, like, so, like, now that Stonehenge is on your side, like, he had to, like, sort of effectively just, like, invert the theme of it. Like, you can just, like, hear in the drum line, it's almost sort of like the reverse of what it is in Stonehenge Offensive.
That's cool.
So yeah, like, he basically was, like, trying to, like, you know, just, like, capture, you know, the big, empowering, like, fuck yeah feeling of, okay, like, now the monster's on your side, while also at the same time maintaining that element of panic, because, like, now you realize, oh shit, I have to defend it now.
It's, you get to see how hard the enemy was working last time, almost.
Yeah, like, basically, like, at this point, like, we are Aruja, and we're fighting off ISAF at this point.
And I also like that. I also like flipping the script on the music, just because it's almost a metatextual thing where, for people who have played, it almost is the same kind of feeling as the composer himself, where it's like, hell yeah, I want to fire the big railgun. And the game is now finally, after like a decade, like, alright, go for it. Now the big railgun works for you. It's on company time, baby.
Yep.
And so for the players, the music almost is boosted by the way they feel about it, where you're going into it wanting to fire the fuck out of this giant cannon. So when you come to it and the music's like, hey, guess what? Remember this? You also are like, I do remember this, and it's rad.
Because like there even is like at certain points in the game like it doesn't play the whole part of it, but like just the first couple notes of the ISAF leitmotif, like on the horn, like come in every now and then too, like when the drum line fades out.
I like when games do that too. Refrains of the main theme.
Yeah, like it does.
Days
that,
Gone.
Like,
Days Gone is fucking it's a great game, by the way. Play Days Gone, but the music the score is incredible, because they bring in that main motif wherever the hell they can. I love it.
Because yeah, like the ISAF theme from like Ace Combat 04 like goes like da 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 da, and like you hear like occasionally like it'll go like da da da, and then like it moves on to like another part of the song.
It reminds me of that Japanese games do that frequently. Actually, Nier is definitely does that kind of like, haha, you fucking thought it was gonna be a refrain, but actually it's not. I think the first time I noticed that in a Japanese game was Mega Man 02. 02 opens with a refrain of the first game's theme, and then it's like, guess what, fucker? It's not the first game's theme. Okay, cool, thanks. And then they do that again for like every game.
Also,
what a pun! What an asshole!
Oh, I know. But also, yeah, just wanted to get that in there because that's actually a requirement to get one of the 3 named aces to spawn, is just flying under one of the downed Stonehenge guns.
Hey, would you say that the pressure being put upon the player here leaves them under the gun?
Fuck you.
Hey, that's Project Aces! They made you do that!
I was gonna say, Blind Sally, when did you get here?
My voice can't go low enough to do an impression of him, you dick. Now I'm obligated to. Hey guys, it's Blind Sally. No, I can't do it. My voice doesn't go low enough.
You almost got it.
I can't be Canadian enough.
But yeah, like these lines here on the radio, like these are gonna be important in the second half of the mission, even though like it kind of slips by. Yeah,
that's kind of rude. I mean, you know, that's some real Sam Fisher shit. But I'm gonna imagine he did that with a missile, which is that's a bit of a war crime.
But yeah, anyways, as I was gonna mention, there's 3 named aces that actually spawn in this mission, which I think you have to go back to like Ace Combat 2 to get like that number of aces to spawn in a single mission.
Give the fire control system one last check.
So like,
It really is like a gameplay victory lap in a weird way. It's having you do a little bit of everything in this mission so far. They've had like flying way the fuck high up doing corkscrews. They've had enemies coming in lines, enemies on the ground coming from all directions. They really are just letting this one roll.
but also yeah, I'm really proud of this maneuver here, just like getting like at the end of the line of Tupolevs and just like gunning them down one by one.
Oh, dude, you're like Pac-Man coming up on the ghost. Get fucked, Clyde!
Although it dick moves you here by putting 2 blackjacks at the front of the line and they take 3 missiles to bring down.
What a bunch of jerks, but that's okay. You get to enjoy another pass. You've got another power pellet.
Yep. Although I fucked myself, I think, out of getting one of the aces to spawn there because
Yeah, Billy Mitchell filed a lawsuit.
Actually, no, I think it would have actually spawned by this one because, yeah, like one of them is basically keep Stonehenge from taking fire for like a minute and a half or something.
Is that like concurrently, or is that like across the whole mission total? As in like if a minute and a half passes without it getting hit at any point, the thing will spawn, or is it like
no, it's
by a specific
like
time?
Yeah, like from the start of the mission. Yeah.
I see. Man, that guy works for that same GamePro magazine that published that Doom tip. Shoot it until it dies.
Oh God.
What? Chopper is on the way to Stonehenge. This really is the Ace Combat reference mission. My God! Wes Scantlin, I've missed you!
Yeah, the fuck's he gonna do? Crash into it?
Yeah, he's gonna take out another one of the guns. He couldn't
God,
bail
yeah,
out.
like-
It was impossible.
Like that's the thing. Like Chopper's been dead for like 9 years, I think, at this point in the universe.
I wonder if they missed Chopper at his high school reunion. I wonder if Chopper's high school reunion happened, and people were like, oh man, after he went off to the military academy, I didn't really miss him. He was blasting his music all the time, walking down the halls, and man,
This one's wide open.
his music
mean-
smelled like dirt.
The man was a posthumous Medal of Honor winner. Put some damn respect on his name.
You know what? That's actually fair. It is pretty honorable for a soldier to crash into a stadium full of people.
Hey, the stadium was evacuated at the time. It wasn't full of people.
It was full of people, and they were all singing beautifully. They had beautiful voices, I remember. It was
Like,
very odd.
God, yeah, all those people, and he couldn't hit the asshole vice president.
Hang on. We gotta mention if someone having a kid. Is someone actually gonna die in this mission because they mentioned having a child?
No, I will put the flag in this one. Jaeger survives the whole game. Specifically because the kid that he mentions is one of the main characters in Ace Combat 3.
Oh, that's rad. That's
Yeah.
sick. That's so dope. I love that.
Yeah, like it literally turns out that like Jaeger isn't his call sign, it's actually his last name.
That's a pretty sick last name to have.
'Cause-
That's
'cause,
like
yeah,
that's like Grandpa Johnny Sasaki, fucking Russian soldier.
Cause yeah, he's actually Eric Jaeger's father.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, so and of course the role that he plays in the LRSSG is basically just plain dad.
I'm okay with plain dad.
Yeah.
I mean, a plain dad is better than an exciting dad, honestly. Exciting dads are unpredictable.
So anyways, yeah, like at near the end of like the main mission, like it sort of splits into you get the two options. You can go for the helicopters or you can go for the rockets. So I just wanted to make sure I got both options on the table.
Hey, so here's the thing. I don't think you have to worry about explaining to your viewers that you're including more footage of planes blowing up. I think they actually are okay with you doing that, so I think we're good.
Christ, there comes the Amazon drone hub.
Another goddamn Pokemon. That's okay, we brought some birdshot.
Visual. Arsenal bird confirmed. Here they come.
But yeah, it's funny that like you mentioned that about like Jaeger, about like they really go in hard on like it's basically like a meme for his character to just keep saying like my son or another story to tell my boy.
Were they like crazy, super obvious about it?
Oh god, yeah,
That's,
like well, and that's
one
the
way
thing.
to
It's
do
a
it, I suppose.
like yeah, like it's a huge fake out. Like you almost come away thinking like yeah, he's fucking dead by the end of the game. Like
that may have been their goal then, is to like constantly make you think he's gonna bite it. I see. You know what? If that was their goal, fair enough then. That's an excuse to do that.
Yeah, and it would not surprise me at all if that was the case.
We have confirmation. Live projectile is loaded.
Ooh. Hey, you should fire that goddamn Stonehenge.
Sorry, it's up to you now.
Fire the Stonehenge. Push the damn button.
Initiate final countdown.
Understood. Commencing final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I love this game.
Con? That stupid thing is flying in the open.
The survey data isn't updating. No response from our spotter.
Survey vehicle down.
They got me. They got me hard. I can't.
Yeah. So yeah, that poor lady who got Sam Fishered by the Erusian agent.
Wow.
She was the spotter for Stonehenge. So, but anyways, we're gonna go old school with this shit now.
You know, I'm happy. I'm happy for you, Crow. You somehow managed to still kill a character and make me sad. You do it every time. You're a pro.
Attention all personnel. We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird.
Ah, you're just gonna hit Dr. Eggman 8 times till he blows up.
Basically, so yeah, it's the rant from Mass Effect 2, just the Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space, and like that is why Serviceman Chung, we do not eyeball it.
I mean, you can eyeball it because you're the protagonist. It's okay for you to eyeball it. I mean, you've only got 155 to eyeball it, so you better get peering. Get that gaze going, buddy.
Friggin' job.
Cap, we need someone who can take down those UAVs. It's up to you. Trigger, do not...
I like the halo around it, because it's going to heaven pretty soon.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, look at this stupid fucking thing. Up close, it's just a big dumb seagull.
Yeah, well, it's literally the biggest object in the entire Ace Combat game universe, aside from the space elevator.
Ah, fuck this thing. Look at how flimsy it looks. You know that, you know that old adage about the reinforcing the parts of the planes that come back alive being the wrong thing to do? They built a plane that's stupid in all the wrong ways. It looks like the hang gliders I used to throw out the window in middle school. That used to hit the ground because they were badly constructed. This fucking thing's gonna stop us from firing Stonehenge at it. I am going to taunt it for the entire rest of the time it's bothering us. Fuck this stupid thing.
I mean, considering the hell that it's given us, but
Counter wind and Coriolis.
but also yeah, they mentioned it right here. Yeah, Stonehenge came with fucking literal range tables.
Wait. You really weren't joking. You actually do have to adjust for windage with a railgun. I was actually on point with what I said. I actually was right again. How am I so fucking good at that?
And you're dead. Get back to base.
I love this game, man. I have loved being a part of these. This is wonderful.
Like I said, it's always been my immense pleasure to have you on for these, man.
The only way, dude, it could possibly get better is to have a madman as loud and bombastic as me. But thank you. I've been happy to be part of it.
I mean, I think we can facilitate that.
Are you sure?
4, adjusting angle. 3, 2, 1, fire! Hit, damn it!
Nice shot.
Well, There's one down. And 8.
Yeah! Hell yeah! Hot damn!
Thanks, Stonehenge.
Is it really over now?
Reporting mission.
I mean, the gun is fucking on fire and smoking, so yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's over.
You finally did it. It took a while, but we finally got around to taking out that last gun.
Yep,
It's
20 years, 8 for 8.
I'm happy for you, buddy. I feel like a lot of loose ends are being tied up with this entry in the franchise for Mr. 9-Gear Crow.
Looks like we're on the offensive now.
Holy shit, the crater, that's great.
Yeah.
The eagle has landed.
That just
Well,
means more pie for us.
I can't imagine doing these things without you, man.
Brass is always hungry.
I can't imagine doing them at all without you, because I would be vomiting into a paper bag every time I boot it up, but who knows?
Also-
Maybe this has served as like G-force training for me.
Also, God, I just noticed, look at the missile count.
The guys were babbling about a 3-line marking. Look into that for me.
Literally 1 left. And of course, just to make it thematic, we are flying away from Stonehenge in the direction that we came at it, or in the opposite direction that we came at it in Stonehenge Offensive. So yeah, we've come full circle.
You know what? I'm happy
Mission
for us.
succeeded, but at a great
Maybe not for the
cost.
characters in universe, because their
This
lives
victory
still
marks
seem
a
pretty
strategic
miserable,
turning
even
point.
so many years on.
The enemy has
But
only one
what a
arsenal bird
what a
left.
monumentous
The defensive
occasion,
grid
because
around
there
the
are
space
so
elevator
many
has been
fucking games in
decimated.
this franchise. I
You can
can't
expect
believe
a
that we are getting
counteroffensive by
kind of
Russian
close to the
forces
end of it.
everywhere.
Yeah, not long now.
No. Oh man, I do love watching these. They look like ribbons now. They used to look like Tron lines, and they've gone all the way up to these pretty looking ribbons. What a pretty game.